Types of apps. Apps are mainly of three types: desktop apps, mobile apps, and web apps. Desktop apps. Desktop apps can be used only with PCs, laptops. Generally, they do not need internet access and can run standalone or independently on a PC or laptop. Before using any app on a computer, it needs to be purchased and installed on a PC or laptop. Once the app is installed, a small icon will appear on the desktop or with name will appear in the Start menu. Desktop apps are usually much fuller versions than mobile apps and consist of all the features of a program. Examples of desktop apps are word processor, spreadsheet program, database application, or small programs like VLC player or MX player. Mobile apps. Mobile apps are simpler and easy to use version than desktop apps, as mobile apps are intended to be accessed with a finger or stylus on a small screen. These apps are of small size, as mobile devices have limited memory. Most of the common apps are pre-installed in a mobile device and are part of the factory settings. Examples are Calendar app, Weather app, Gmail app, etc. Web apps. Web apps might be full of features too, but they have to leverage the capabilities of the internet connection and web browser program. So most web apps are lightweight. These apps are stored in a remote server and the user uses these apps as a normal web page. These web apps are designed with responsive design so that they can display well on smaller devices also. It requires very less memory of the PC or mobile as it takes the resources of the server. For example, Google Maps, instant messengers like Facebook, etc. Examples of apps. Some apps exist in all three forms and are available as not only mobile apps but also desktop and web apps. The Adobe Photoshop image editor is a full software program that runs on your computer. But Adobe Photoshop Sketch is a mobile app that lets you draw and paint on a portable device. It is a condensed version of the desktop application. The same is true with the web app called Adobe Photoshop Express Editor. Another example is Microsoft Word. It is available for computers in its most advanced form, but also on the web, by subscription, Office 365, and via a mobile app. Those two examples are of apps that exist in all three app forms. But there are many apps which have either meant for one type and do not support all the three forms. Let us take some more examples of different types of apps available. Application, desktop app, web app, mobile app. Media players. Media player like MX player, VLC player, Windows Media Player, etc. Apps enable you to play music or videos on your PCs or laptops. Many sites offer services which allow you to play music, videos, listen to the radio, and even watch TV channels online. They have inbuilt media players which play these files. Media players are now included in all mobiles as standard app like any other app. There are many players which are available on the Play Store or iOS Store which can be downloaded and installed as mobile apps. Google Maps can be downloaded on the desktop computer. However, this app will function only when you are online. Google Maps are also available as a web app. Just visit the map website and the Maps app will open. Google Map is also available as a mobile app which can be downloaded and browsed both ways, online and offline. Photo editing. Photoshop from Adobe is a photo editing software which must be purchased, installed and used on a desktop or a laptop. Paint.net and GIMP are also photo editing apps for desktop and laptop. Pixlr is a free photo editing tool for PCs and laptops which are available online. Photor is also an example of web app. Adobe Photoshop Express and Mobile Pixlr are photo editing apps for mobile devices which can be downloaded from either the Google Play Store or iOS App Store. Games. Games like Solitaire and Minesweeper are available on all Windows-based computers. Other games like Age of Empires, Candy Crush, Soda Saga, etc. too can be downloaded to be used in PCs and laptops. You can also play desktop games when you are connected to internet and online. In this way, you can play along with your friends, and a single-player game can be made multiplayer. These games are also available as mobile apps, which can be single-player when playing offline or multiplayer when playing online. Social networking. Facebook. Facebook has no version for PCs or laptops as it needs to be connected to Facebook website. Facebook initially began as a web-based app. You can post messages, photos and videos, but you are required to be connected to the internet. Facebook is available as a separate app which can be downloaded from the Google Play Store, the iOS App Store. Office suites. MS Office is a very good example of desktop-based Office application. This includes word processing, spreadsheet, and presentation apps. Other apps are like OpenOffice, Apache OpenOffice, etc. Microsoft Office allows users to use their web-based applications, Office 365. Google Docs Office Suite is another example of web app which does not have any desktop equivalent. Microsoft Office Mobile and Google Docs allow a user to work on Office applications as apps. Kingsoft and Polaris also have mobile apps for Office use.